Okay, go live. Okay. No, I need to know if I'm live. No, so many things. Why they gotta have so? I guess YouTube made an update. All right. So there's my commercial, and they support the channel. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. There's my audio. We're good to go. Okay. Okay. We're good. So, what are we doing? Right. The budget for May. If we're doing the budget for May, we're gonna go quickly over what I spent in April. I know it's April 30th, but the budget thing is just getting a whole lot easier for me. Where it just is. Like, it just is. Like, it just is. Let me put that over there. Wait, I minimized it. No, go back. Okay. I'm working with the TV, the computer, and I'm trying to make sure it runs smoothly. So, and chat is open. Okay. So chat is open. I'm here. I know. I posted on the channel that I was going to go live tomorrow. I really don't want to. So here I am. And then April is really boring. Like, super boring in April. I don't know what to tell you, but super boring in April. And share my screen. Other one. There we go. Okay. So here's April. April, I spent $3,194. The reason being was I got my tax refund, my monthly tax credits, Trillium, GST. So I should change that to this, which means 8. Oh, that makes no. that, did I do it over here? You didn't do it over there either. Oh man, I'm leaving it the way it was. I'm leaving it the way it was because I didn't budget like the whole month. I budgeted based on not getting my tax refund, and I'm fine with that because it's just unless we do it this way. I don't want to screw it up. Oh, I had my numbers planned out. See, that just makes it annoying. We're leaving it the way it was, which was this 145.65. Okay, yeah, I'm not even like April is over. I'm tired of April. I'm good. I'm ready for May. I have so many things I gotta do for May. I got summer school. I have to work. I have to save for college. I have to invest more. Yeah, it's just what we're doing. It's just what we're doing. Do I need this so big? Um, okay. That should work. I still see chat and I have my controls here. Okay. This works. Okay. Like, I think. Maybe. Controls? Chat? Wait, how about we pop out chat and then we minimize that and then controls. I think that works. I'm hoping I'll see people in chat. Okay, so let's go back. Screen share, desktop. Oh, so yeah, I use EveryDollar app on my phone. It works on my iPhone. It's been working on my iPhone for a couple of years, and I also use my spreadsheet. My spreadsheet is available in my Ko-Fi store. Yeah, getting this. If you want my copy of my spreadsheet to work with your budget, go for it. Like, go for it. But here's the thing. It's designed for me and my budget, and I've done everything I can in the spreadsheet to make it available for anybody who wants to download it. If you break it, I cannot help you. With the spreadsheet, if you break my spreadsheet, you broke my spreadsheet. Like, if you want to follow along with what I'm doing for my budget, there's a spreadsheet. It's in the Ko-Fi store. You can get it. But if you break it, I cannot help you. Like, I'm just letting you know that right now. Like, that is a spreadsheet. Go use it. Like, there's a debt repayment calculator on there, and it operates like a zero-based budget. For me, it does. I add my disability income, then I estimate. I like my goal for self-employment webcam. It's always that number is always there for me, and then my affiliate income, and then my other income, and automatically calculate. So if I make a certain amount of money in webcam money. So I make $4,000 in May for webcam money. I set my budget up where $1,000 goes to taxes automatically. Like, it's just the way my budget is. This number copies from this number, I think, and this is 25%, which is that, and that's it. Because I'm self-employed. I operate self-employed. There's no employer, like, and there probably won't be an employer for the next 3 to 5 years, because I'm going to school in September for my accounting degree. So yeah, so this is how I do my budget. Yeah, like, it's like you would customize, like, if you download my spreadsheet and you want to use it for your personal budgets for the month, you would have to adjust it for your household. Like, that's just how a budget works. You create the budget for how your household operates. This is why I recommend getting Every Dollar, because Every Dollar's, that's what they do. The software is a budgeting software for everybody to use, and they adjust it for their household. My spreadsheet is for my household. So you getting a copy of it, I don't know how effective it's going to be for your household when it's designed for mine. But if you want it, you want a copy of it, you can get it on my Ko-Fi store, and we're good to go. April. So I spent $3,194. I put $230 on my credit card. Capital One increased my credit limit to $5,000, which is fascinating because my journey is, I filed bankruptcy. I'm on disability. I barely make enough money from webcam to support me full time right now. Like, yeah, and Capital One is like, hey, here's $5,000 limit. I'm like, okay, sure. Yeah, so, and then I'm at school and there's savings. How much is in savings right now? We have about $6,000 in savings, and then like $40,000 in investing, and majority of it's my registered disability savings plan, which is exempt from the Ontario Disability Support Program. I'm putting money in my tax-free savings account. I'm putting money in my RRSP, which is a registered retirement savings plan, because I don't want to wake up 30 years from now and have nothing saved and still poor, waiting for the government to increase disability support, because they're not. I mean, they might because they have to. Like, it's unbearable to live on ODSP, which is I get 1454, and the reason I get 1454, I get special diet, I get medical mandatory transportation for all my wonderful doctor's appointments and stuff. Yeah, so I even that, like, on my Ko-Fi store, I added a ODSP and work calculator. Even that's set up for self-employment. Of It looks like this. Like, it looks like this, except this is not on there. If you download it, this little $40,000 plan I set for the next 5 years, this is me. This is my goal. This is a personal goal. But yeah, I set it up where if I gross 10,000 in the business, self-employment, and then my business expenses, let's say they're 5,000, I would have net 5,000, And then my net income, ODSP sees my net income, they exempt 200, then they say, oh, my income really is 4,800. Then they're like, we reduce your ODSP by 50%, which is 2,400. And that 2,400 is subtracted from my 1,454, and I might get an overpayment $846. And if I have an overpayment, it is something I pay them back at 0% interest. Yeah. So for the level, like the mental capacity I'm at right now, I want all of my money that I can make from my online business. Like being disabled and having an online business, I suggest most people do that. Like, yeah, there's YouTube channels, there's Etsy store, there's affiliate marketing, there's coaching. Like, just figure it out. Like, really. Because like, if you're on social assistance, you're going to need a multiple stream of income. Or you magically are really good at getting people to gift you gift cards and other gifts. Yeah, like you're like self-employment, it's a better option for me because I'm the boss. I decide my schedule. I decide, oh, I feel depressed for whatever reason because my bipolar took over, and I need to sleep until my medication is regulating my body so I can get back to a regular routine, which is what happened in April. April, I got depressed. I didn't feel like doing anything. So I ordered a lot of takeout and I slept a lot until my medication did its thing. And then now in May, I probably have to do blood work, MS follow up, bipolar follow up, school, work. Yeah. The month of May is going to be busy. It's going to be busy in the month of May. Yeah. And then ODSP is not in my control. Like I'm on it, I'm eligible for it. I've been eligible for it since 2010. There's not a whole lot that I can do to make it more money. It's a system. I figured out the system and I maximize everything in the system. Yeah, and that's from employment supports, counselors, community service programs, reading the ODSP directive, all of those things. Like they're there. Like they are there. Either you get somebody who understands the ODSP directive to advocate for you to access what you need to access from ODSP, or you play dumb and don't read the directive and only get the monthly income support that you're eligible for ODSP. Like I get 1169, but I live on my own. I rent and market rent. And then my file says I get the maximum I can, which is 1169. 1169 for me is the maximum. And then I applied for medical transportation, which is they determined that the amount of medical transportations I do is enough for the transit pass. Transit pass is up $156, so I get that. And then my doctor filled out everything around my special diet based on what's on the form from ODSP. Everything I've gotten is because my doctors filled out the form. I make my appointment to my doctor. I have a consultation with my doctor. They have their opinion. They put their opinion on the form. I don't control their opinion. Like I let them know what's going on, and they've developed an opinion since 2004 about my mental health and well-being for the last 19 years. Yeah, like, and I'm doing the best I can. Same thing with getting the registered disability savings plan by getting it approved for the disability tax credit. My doctor filled out the form. We sent it to CRA. CRA looked at it. They determined approved or denied. And then if I was denied, I have to make an appeal. And then we go through that back and forth until I get approved. That is it. And then in the meantime, because I'm smart enough to operate an online business, I'm operating an online business and I'm doing everything I can to make the online business pay me. That is it. Which is like, I can't control that. Even the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is monetized. I have enough watch hours and videos and content. People are watching the videos. Thank you so much. And then there's advertisements on my videos. And once a year, I'm getting $100 from YouTube. I could get more if I make more content on YouTube. But I pretty much do not control how much that is. I do the work. The work is make the videos, upload the videos, make them watchable, entertaining, informative. People watch them, people support the channel, and then magically once a year I monetize. I get money from YouTube. I file that on my taxes. I report that to ODSP, and I move on with my life. Yeah, like I don't know who's in chat, but I can go on for a while about that. Yeah, it's not like my quality of life is more important than what ODSP is giving me. I reached that stage. I know not a lot of people can. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. It's very depressing. It's very sad. But not everybody's going to come out the same. We're not I'm not the same as you. You're not the same as me. And I have abilities and skills and intellect that get me a little bit further than other people. And I'm going to use those things. And I'm most of the time I'm trying not to hide under the covers and cry my eyes out because I have things to do. Even school. Me going to school right now, I am very anxious about school. Super anxious. Because there's so much pressure of I have to do well in school. Then I have to do well in a job interview to work as an accountant. Then I have to do well in that to go and do the CPA exam to become an accountant and then turn that into more money that supports me on top of my online business so that this 1454 from ODSP becomes irrelevant. Like, just, yeah, that is, I can't even, that's a new thing I'll add in my spreadsheet. When I have a job in accounting and I have my online business, that will be a new line in my budget. So like this spreadsheet here, it only operates with me being self-employed. I have to add another one in here for net income from accounting and employment. And yeah, like I plan like the amount of money that I need to make and I have to make once I graduate college, it's a whole lot more than what I'm making right now. Like the numbers. If like yeah, I'm so obsessed with the numbers that yeah, it stresses me out. And I'm trying not to do that. Overthinking does nothing but stress you out and make you tired. So, budget. What are we doing? Right. We spent $3,194 in April, and then budget for May. I did it already. Sorry, I did. We can hide. Well, am I getting groceries today? Yeah, you're getting groceries. So after I get groceries, either I get groceries today or tomorrow. Can I get groceries tomorrow? I'll think. We'll see. I'll see how much food I have and what's there, and I can probably get groceries tomorrow. But the budget for May, that's done. That's why I was talking so much. I did it already. I did my budget already. It looks pretty similar to April. Yeah, except that in May, I'm only getting a tax credit of $31.65, and everything is banking on my self-employment to make sure the month goes smoothly for the month of April. But I figured it out. Month of April, not why I keep saying April. We're in May. We are in May for this budget. This is May. This is May. See, it says May. This is May. So for May, I figured out that I need to make sure I'm making $700 a week self-employment, and then if I lower my expenses, I should have a decent net profit. So if I make 4 grand, like this is the whole ODSP calculator. Um, I make my 4 grand. I average about $2,000 in expenses because there's marketing expenses, there's a blog, like, yeah, and some of them are not every month, but I make sure, and then taxes. So that, like, I save stuff for taxes, I have to put away for CPP, because being self employed, you have to contribute to your own Canada pension plan. And then being self employed, my retirement account is my responsibility. Yeah. So I figure if I do 4 grand in gross revenue, I put 2,000 away for business operation, taxes, retirement, things like that, and I take home 2,000, I'll be all right. Yeah, I'll be all right. And ODSP processes my self-employment once a year, so pretty much like I'm good until December. There's also that, like, I there's just so much I've done in 10 years of being on ODSP that I don't talk about it because I don't focus on it. Like, I don't. Like, we did the budget. Same thing. My rent is still $914.89. My insurance is still $18.58. The ODSP still sends my hydro $86. I got my internet down to $135.54. I magically still have my cell phone to $45.20. Groceries is $300 for the month. Laundry and anything I need for the household, like cleaning products and stuff like that. I budget $20 for the month. My transportation $20, and then clothes, which I do need because of school. Yeah, I need to figure out school, making sure I have clothes ready for school, and my transportation and lunches. I really want to buy more lunches when I'm at school. Yeah, and then grooming, miscellaneous. That's it. My budget doesn't change that much. Like, what's important is I make a certain amount of money that comes in, and I make sure I'm saving and investing. And yes, being on ODSP, the asset limit for a single person, no children, no dependents, is $40,000. This is why this $40,000 is here in my spreadsheets. The $40,000 over the course of 5 years is $666.67. If I can put that into my, like, spread it out through my tax-free savings account, my retirement account, and my registered disability savings plan, over time, my assets will be over the limit for ODSP, and ODSP will say I have too many assets, I'm no longer eligible, and I transfer over to extended healthcare benefits, or I apply for the Trillium Drug Benefit Plan to cover my expensive medications. Yeah, like MS medications are expensive. The doctor determined I have MS in 2013, and my body actually still goes through these symptoms. It's not like they diagnosed me incorrectly, they diagnosed me accurately, and my body goes through the symptoms, and we do everything I can to follow the recommendations for their medications to hopefully reduce my symptoms so I can live my best life. Yeah, it I like so this is where, yeah, I graduate school, I become an accountant, I have a part-time job as an accountant, I keep my online business. Yeah, over the course of 5 years, I will be making too much money to be eligible for ODSP because that is the plan. That is the plan. That is my plan. That is my plan. That is in my face every single day. Why aren't you doing the plan? You know the plan. There's nothing wrong with the plan. Why, like, that is what I like. Yeah. If things get worse, you will know. But right now, things are good. Things are super good where I need to stick to the plan. And here's the thing, stick to the plan when things are good. So when things fall apart, hopefully there's money in the bank account. I'm looking at myself over there. Hopefully there is money in the bank account to handle stuff when it gets worse. Like, Like, this is why, stay debt free. Like, I got out of debt. I went through I went through a consumer proposal with a bankruptcy trustee, and to do that while on ODSP, to actually meet the requirements in a bankruptcy, you do need a source of income that is not your ODSP. Like, when I went to the bankruptcy trustee, they looked at my income, all of my income, and they said, if I only have ODSP, it's never going to work. It's like, financially, they know it's not going to work. It's not, oh, we can squeeze here, we can cut here. No, ODSP right now, for anybody on it, their budget is never going to sustain them. It's not. Even mine. My rent goes up $914.89 every single year, around 2%, which means is I keep looking over here. Hold on. Yeah, my budget goes up 2% every year on the rent. Then tenant insurance goes up, internet goes up. The hydro is a little bit different because I'm in the low energy income program for hydro, and I don't use that much. Like, summertime, yes, I run my air conditioner a little bit, but I still don't, I'm not running it all day, all night. Like, yeah, I figured out how to keep my place relatively cool, because if I'm too hot, my MS flares up. And groceries, I'm doing everything I can to have supplements. Like, I just bought omega 3, 6, and 9 fish oils, vitamin D. I'm gonna have to take a lot of supplements because my blood work is showing deficiencies in things where, if I don't have a balanced, well-rounded vegetable protein diet with low carb, high protein, more vegetables, and exercise, my doctor's gonna wonder, like, where, like, my bipolar medication could get me into diabetes. We don't want that to happen. Then the MS has a bunch of surprises. I don't know what they are. We don't want them to happen. Aging, my eyes, my female body, things like that. All those things are going to happen over my lifetime, and I need money to take care of them. ODSP is not going to take care of them. Like, they're just not. Like, they're not. I looked at the directive. I read the directive almost every day. Where I've actually memorized it, it's not. Like, if I needed medical assisted devices like compression socks, or like how they got me the air conditioner, they didn't pay for all of the air conditioner. I got $300 for the air conditioner. The air conditioner cost me $800 with installation. ODSP gave me $300. So how did I come up with the rest of the money for my air conditioner? I was working. Mommy and daddy did not give me money for the air conditioner. They assume ODSP will pay for all of it. It doesn't. So even if you get help from outside people, they can only give you what they can, because majority of people are in consumer debt. Like, the amount of people out there that are paycheck to paycheck, consumer debt, trying to get by, and they work a job, and then there is us, who are their family, their friends, who are on social assistance, either Ontario Works or ODSP, and then we don't have enough because we're not getting enough. Like, because they know the middle class is becoming like less income, then under that, social assistance people less income. Yeah, you have to be like, I have to get to middle class income, then go above middle class income to never look back. Like, this is the plan. Like, it's just what it is. Like, I literally need to make sure that my investments and savings is growing, so I don't have to, like, worry about ODSP. Like, ODSP by itself is never going to push me forward in life. It's not. Like, and my disability, my doctors are on top of it. That is their job. They diagnosed me, they filled out the forms, they write the prescriptions for all the treatments I'm supposed to take, and they're hoping I follow all of their recommendations. And some of the recommendations not covered by ODSP. Like, it's not. It's not. Like my glasses, I did my eye exam. I try to get them cheapest package. Like the optometrist gave me the student package for my eyeglasses. The student package still came up to $420. I was in that place for like an hour of I'm trying on glasses, but I can't get excited of the glasses because they look whatever, and then I'm like worried about the price. The guy got the student package pamphlet, try to get me the bare minimum out of the student package pamphlet. I'm 37. And I'm negotiating a student discount. That is what we're doing on ODSP. You're either negotiating and like a lower price because you're on ODSP and that's all you have, or you barely work another income source and you still need to cut costs. So between the dentist, the optometrist, the chiropractor, I'm always trying to ask for the student discount or a discount in cash because it's not enough. Like, it's just not enough. Like, I really need to figure out how to make $40,000 for the year to barely get by. And I do the budget every day. I do my budget every single month. On the channel, I've been doing my budget since 2018, December 2018 to now. Yeah, we've done it. We know. Like, there's not enough. Like, I have to make, like, ODSP is not enough. You need a source of income. You do. Like, I don't sugarcoat that at all because there's nothing to sugarcoat. Either you're going to live a very difficult, miserable life because ODSP is not enough, or you're going to do everything in your human power to make your life a little bit more comfortable by working a job on top of ODSP. And the math, oh, I'm worried about clawbacks. You cannot be worried about the clawback. Your life is more important than a clawback. Like, this is why I made my spreadsheet. I was so worried about clawbacks. Clawbacks is not the issue. I need a certain amount of money to live on every single month. The month of May, here we are. I need this bare minimum to live for the month. My spending category right here. Rent, $914.89. Insurance, $18.58. Hydro, $86. Then my internet, because my business runs on the internet. Then my cell phone. Bare minimum on my cell phone. It does all the fancy stuff. I have the iPhone. I got the iPhone when I was dumb and I went to Version Mobile. I got a contract phone and I use a credit card to pay out my contract, and the iPhone is mine. And now wonderful, because I still have the credit card, I can use my credit card to buy a newer iPhone if this one breaks. As long as I keep my credit card with a low balance or no balance. Like, now the mission is to make sure my credit card stays at its credit available limit of $5,000. Yeah, this is not going to happen on ODSP income. It has to happen where I make more money. Like, we know this. This is why I always put in my budget, make $4,000 for the month. There's a reason this number is always in my budget. Sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower, but the bare minimum I need to make for my own efforts of being self-employed needs to be $4,000. And then if I get my tax credit, that goes in. If mom, dad, grandma want to give me money, that goes in my budget. And if I get a refund from Toronto Hydro because we were overpaying the bill, it goes into the budget. But this, like, there's no way of changing this. And there's no guarantee that ODSP is going to increase at all. Like, it does, like, ODSP does not go up with inflation. It does not. So I cannot wait for the government to make up their mind to say, oh, we should really increase ODSP because we're not assisting everybody. Either they rename the program or they actually start assisting people. That's the way I look at it. They have to rename ODSP to something else, or they actually start assisting people because they call themselves social assistants. And while they figure that out, I'm doing this. I'm working, I'm going to school, I'm doing everything I can in the ODSP directive to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do. Yeah, that's it. I know I went on for how many minutes? I went on for 34 minutes about the same thing. My budget's finished. I'm on track. I need, like, my net worth is still pretty good. It's like $40,000 and growing. And over the next 5 years, yeah, I will have too much assets to be qualified for ODSP because I have to. It's my survival depends on it. My survival depends on me making sure I make my own money outside of ODSP. Yeah, it's just what it is. It's just really what it is. And I good luck to everybody. At this point, it really is a Hunger Games situation. It really is. It's so a Hunger Games situation. Like, it's such a Hunger Games situation, and I feel for the people that cannot do this. Like, I feel for the people that cannot work a job, get out of consumer debt, save and invest their money, plan for retirement, and spend their money wisely, that it moves them in a direction that their future self is taken care of. A lot of people cannot do that, and it's very, very depressing. And if I think about that side of the people that cannot do that, I don't do what I need to do. Like, I get very empathetic of people that cannot do. Hey, hun, I did not know you're here. Things are good. I've been talking for 36 minutes about being on my Canadian disability social assistance program. I went through my budget. Um, May is done. Like, I need to make $4,000 in May from self-employment. I'm registered for summer school. I got into my accounting program. So yeah, yeah, hey Melanie, I got into my accounting program for school, and I really have to not sleep so much, feel less depressed, and just make my money. Like, really, it's just what I just have to make my money, make sure my money comes in, and yeah, it's just what my quality of life is more important than what the government might decide to give me for social assistance. And I'm doing everything by their stupid rules. Like, they're like, I've let me go find their website for their rules, because I've done everything they said. Let's find the ODSP directive, what I'm keep talking about. I've done everything they said I'm supposed to do. All right, is this it? Because there's two of them. They have two directives for it. Let me find the other one, because I know there's two of them. I don't know why they made two of them, but it is the government. All right, learn about. Here we are. Okay, it's on this page. So, all right, here is the government website for Ontario Disability Support Program. When you get to it, there is a section for income support and a section for employment supports. I went through their employment support. I contacted my caseworker. I told them I'm self-employed. And they're like, oh, you need to prove to us you were qualified to be self-employed, even though I've been doing it since 2003. Like, the level of ODSP caseworkers that treat me like I'm not intelligent is so frustrating. And then the humiliation that I have to go through to give them documentation and proof and receipts on a monthly basis to show them I'm working, I'm still disabled, my disability didn't go anywhere, it's still there, and they only give me $1,454 a month, to where I need to go run around and break my neck to tell them I'm working. It's so irritating. So yeah, self-employment supports. I did this. Let me go read it for you. To describe the goods and services that clients may access to help them become self-employed or start a business. To identify requirements for ODSP employment supports funding where the goal of the client is to be self-employed. The goal of Minnie is to be self-employed. We did that. To provide clients with the services and supports needed to achieve sustainable competitive employment through self-employment activities. I do this. Webcamming does this. This is why, okay, so everybody in my chat room, if you're a cam model, post in chat cam model. Here's the thing. This is why I get so hard on everybody who does webcamming to do it to the best of your ability. I'm out here telling my local government I do webcam as self-employment and I need to be treated as somebody who's self-employed. Like the level of self-advocacy, like proving I need access to services that I need in my country, and my country says we help people in this category of self-employment. I went through it. I went through the ODSP support program. I went through it. Let me go find the employment support people that I use to help me show you I'm self-employed to the point where every single month when I make an income, when the business makes income, like there's profit and there's a loss, I send them that statement every single month. No, I'm not going to show it to you because I show you a lot already. I show like the it's just so a lot, like, and I have cam models that post me that are not camming, not making money, and I'm here below the poverty line because my life fell apart. I went in bipolar psychosis, I went in depression. I wasn't bathed, I didn't bathe, I didn't eat, I was awful. And I logged on webcam and I worked as much as I could to make sure I fed myself. And then from there, like I wanted more money and I wanted a better quality of life, and I added the affiliate marketing side of online business to being a cam model. And now I'm adding accounting, the career of an accountant on top of cam model, affiliate marketer, accountant. Yeah, the next 3 to 5 years, I am leveling up in ways that I didn't think I would. I didn't think I could do it. Yeah, my transcript right now for school that's accepted into the accounting program, I got A plus in English, college English, and A minus in math. Me. High school, I could barely get 50 in math. I barely got a C in math in high school, and now I'm literally telling everybody, go F yourself, I'm doing this, and you could stay over there. My goal is way more important than someone else's opinion. My goal is way more important than what the government in Ontario says about me being disabled and me being eligible for their assistance program. That's not assisting me anywhere. Yeah. I can get on a rant, I can get really passionate about it, and I get really exhausted by it. Like I get super exhausted by it. Like there's two things going on in my brain where webcamming is a legitimate business. It's like XBiz Miami is coming up. I'm not able to go to Miami. I'm sad about not going to Miami. And then the websites I work, Stream8, Flirt for Free, I'm Live, they run a contest and give away so much money for people that compete in the contest. That plus, like they give you, like you compete in the contest, but while you're competing in the contest, you're earning money from webcam. The money you earn is your paycheck. Plus, if you place in the contest, you get a bonus on top of your earnings. And I have a bunch of people that are not able to because they're on government assistance, and I have a bunch of people that aren't doing webcam because they have too many stuff in their head that's stopping them. I bought 2 more wigs. I should have brought them out and showed you. But I bought more wigs. I bought wigs. I'm buying makeup. I have my IKEA wish list of how I want to decorate my room so I can work webcam. And then school. School's been going on since what, September? I essentially got my GED, and now I'm going to be an incoming accountant, and that's the next 3 to 5 years of it, and then go into that career and wear, I don't know, I have to wear business casual. I don't know if I can do that, but we'll see. Like you, like, yeah, it's just so much. It's just so much. It's just, no, you need to, like, I figured out for sleeping 7 hours a day. So, and I'm waking up a half hour earlier naturally. So I make sure I'm up at 7 a.m. and then I'm in bed at midnight. I've learned my body needs 7 hours of sleep, uninterrupted, dark room, sleep. I'm not saying to sleep less. I'm saying to be intentional about what you need to improve your quality of life. Webcamming is a 30-year-old business. I know. I mean, I haven't been consistent at, like, the income part. I'm not consistent. I fully acknowledge I'm not consistent in making income. But for my money, it's I, I kind of wish I did this before. Of I have money in savings. I have money invested. I can pay for school right now for 1 year. There's $5,258 for college. That's 1 year tuition paid for already, ready to go. Oh, and it's already in, where is it? ODSP, income support. Post-secondary education. Where is that? Cause yeah, I have people like on social assistance that are hating on me because I'm working and getting social assistance. But if you actually took the time to read the government document here, so yeah, like you get approved for the system. They expect you to know this stuff in the social assistance program for disabled people in Ontario. They expect you that you know this. They fully expect you to know this and follow it and report to them every single month that you're following it. Every single month. Like definition of assets, the treatment, transfer of assets for inadequate consideration. Like they cover everything. Like property, motor vehicle, trust, life insurance, prepaid funeral, registered disability savings plan, self-employment income, gifts, post-secondary education. Here, okay. What does it say about post-secondary education for me? A whole bunch of stuff that I've already read. I know I'm going pretty fast, but they already know. Like they even have an example. So if I get student loans, which I'm not, I'm getting grants. I want the disability grants for going back to school. That is the next thing I need to figure out in summer school how to apply for while I'm in school. How do I get? Because I'm below the poverty line on my taxes. I make less than $30,000 a year, and 14,000 of that is disability social assistance income support. That's non-taxable income, and then I bridge the gap with my self-employment. And then it's income minus expenses equals net profit, and my net profit is really low where I'm eligible for all my tax credits and other stuff when I file my taxes. Like if you know what the government says you're supposed to do and you do it, it's not cheating the system. The government made the rules, you're following them. Webcamming is the same thing. Webcam is a big corporate business. Majority of them are in America. They already follow the government of United States rules for operating their businesses. And then you are in your country, like I'm in Canada, I work for a campsite. They're in the States. They already have made an agreement with Canada and the US how they operate business. And in that agreement, they'll say they'll pay me when I make enough sales. I'm not an employee. I don't get health benefits. I don't get employment supports. I make my money with the campsite. Like that, the amount of legal transactions we are doing in this business to keep ourselves afloat. And if you have family members that are not supportive or negative or trying to throw in their religious beliefs on your jobs, they can go insert every word I'm not supposed to say on YouTube here. Like, I'm not like, this is also like accounting is so important for me because if I become an accountant, I get to help a lot of the Canadian cam models do their finances properly so they can set up and live their best life in the future. Like, we're doing the work to make the money, and this is, it's global. It's not like, oh, it's only in your country. It's global. You have to set this up in a way that you are financially protected from so many things in the economy that we already saw happen in the pandemic. The level of people that came into this industry because of the pandemic, and then the level of people that got almost no support for being on social assistance. I don't want to be at the bottom. And I'm okay if I reach the top, but I'm definitely going to be a little bit above the middle. So above the middle for me, if I can make $50,000 a year, yeah, that means I'm not poor. I'm living comfortable. And because of me following Dave Ramsey, there's a lot of people who make below $50,000 who are millionaires. Like, between I'm disabled, I'm on social assistance, I want off of social assistance. Okay, I have to make more money. That's the only way to do it. How do I make more money? Well, I already know I'm in an industry that models are making six figures. Six figures is $100,000 a year. Okay, $100,000 a year is $300 a day. The amount of cam models that are over 30 that webcam full time. There's an article online, 42-year-old cam model making $80,000 a year who used to be a project manager. She left her normal job to be a cam model. And then the amount of people that are disabled and cam models that are making money, that make their money because they have to. Yeah, it's not, the government's not going to save you. And what the government said you're allowed to do, go do it. Like, legally and morally, you can do it. Go do it. And then keep track of your receipts. Keep track of all your income. Hire a good accountant if you don't want to do all the fancy number stuff. And go live your best life. And then make sure that when you reach age 65 and older, you're not depending on the government to come save you, because they're not. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Like, they're really not. $100 a day, $30,000 a year. Start there first. If you can consistently make that first, you gradually, naturally make more money. You do. Like, it's just how this job works. And no, if you just hear about it now for the first time and you're thinking about doing it, I am not the person to tell you to go do it, because the job is hard. It is super hard. It's mentally draining, it's physically draining, and everyone got an opinion about a life they are not living. Like me, I'm disabled, I want to be financially independent. I got a lot of people who don't like that idea. Even though it's not their idea, it's mine. Like, it's it's so funny. I don't get this. It's me living the life every day that I need to do to better take care of myself. And I got people out there that are disliking me doing that idea. That is not a new idea. That is not breaking any law at all. that I legally am required to file all of my income taxes from that idea, and people got an opinion telling me I'm doing something wrong. But none of like me on this disability website, I've read everything from this back to front during the pandemic. Like, and most people that have an opinion about what I'm doing, they don't read this. They are not reading this. Here it says exemption of earnings of post-secondary education. This part is the fun part. The reason why it's the fun part says the employment earnings, including self-employment and farm income, and amounts paid under a training program of persons attending full-time post-secondary school are exempt as income and assets. You know what this means? I make money. I'm self-employed. My self-employment is being a CAM model. I report to my caseworker at the Ontario Disability Support Program. They also have on file that I'm attending full-time post-secondary education in the program of business and finance to become an accountant. While I work, in between going to full-time post-secondary education, all the income I earn is exempt from losing my benefits from the Ontario Disability Support Program. That means my budget, when you see my budget go, my disability income is $1,454 and my self-employment is $4,000. That's my money because I'm attending full-time post-secondary education. It's right here. Read the Ontario Disability Support Program policy directives. The government made that. The government said I could do that. Section 32 of the Ontario Disability Support Act of 1997. They've already written it. They don't really change this either. All the rules in here that everyone does not read and think that disability is controlling their life and humiliating them, they don't actually read what the government says they're going to do while you're eligible for their program. Like, if you know what even the document in the CAM model agreement, when you sign up to become a CAM model, you legally agree to that agreement in that contract. When you file your taxes and you send it to the IRS or CRA or whatever government tax name you have in your country, you legally agree telling them that the money you made for the year is legal and provable in your country. Like, every time. I know, I'm not a lawyer. I have no idea about law. But I do know that when the government doesn't provide me what I need in their assistance program, I can go to a lawyer and tell them they're not following their agreement. How do I get them to make sure they follow their agreement? This is how our world works. Our world they make agreements. Both signatures are on the agreement, and everybody who signs the signature on the agreement is agreeing to follow everything in the document. Take 5 minutes and go read it. And here's the words you do not understand in the agreement. You can Google them and get the meaning and definition. Like, oh my God. Like, it took me a few years to figure this out. I used to think that people had to explain it to me. The agreement, no, you have to learn it and explain it to yourself. Because nobody's going to sit down with you and explain any of the agreements that you sign. You have to read it, understand it, and find the people who you trust to explain it to you. Or you pay somebody to explain it to you. That's what lawyers are for. They are paid to explain to you the fancy documents that these companies are making and government bodies are making. Yeah. I know. I'm on a soapbox. It's fantastic. But I'm just not like, new month is, every time I get this way, a new month is coming up. The new month is coming up. I'm super excited. And then somewhere in between, halfway through the month, I get really exhausted and a little bit down because I'm bipolar. But every month I am jacked up for the new month because I know what's possible. And I've done part of what I want to do in what's possible. Like the 6 months of me going back to school, getting my credits, getting my grade 12 equivalent, my GED, and then getting the letter from the college that says, we accept you into the accounting program, blew my mind away. And then the transcripts for my grades for the program that I want to take, that I said last year, May. Yeah, last year, May, I got fed up because I hired an accountant and I didn't like how they treated me. And I figured out what college they went to for accounting. And I said, I can go to college for accounting. Because I figured out they went to a community college for accounting. Okay, so I looked at my closest community college and I figured out what program they have. They have accounting. They actually have an accounting program that's a degree program, a bachelor's of commerce and financial services degree program for 4 years that will lead me into the pathway of becoming a chartered professional accountant. And chartered professional accountants, they make 6 figures a year or more of decoding and translating to English financial numbers so that big corporations are big corporations. Yeah. I didn't think of anything new. I just did what my family has been drilling into my head my entire life. Go to school, get a job, make a lot of money. Okay, we're doing that now. And I'm not going to stop the money I've been making as a cam model because I'm now going to be an accountant. Like, I'm not going to cut off money to make money over there. We're keeping all of the money I make, and we're making sure all the money I make is going in the right places. Which is, and then yeah, I even plan like, so accounting is 5 years. Then there's a financial planner postgraduate certificate. That's next. And then I thought about getting a marketing diploma just because. Makes me more marketable in the marketplace, and it gets people not paying attention that, oh, by the way, I worked in online porn. If I go into the normal job market with all of these fancy skill sets and credentials, I am so marketable. I can charge whatever the hell I want and make as much money that I want. Where the government disability program is going to look completely irrelevant. It is. I know. I get so jacked up. New month, new time. I get so, yeah. But even if I do a piece of that, let's say I do 1/3 of my big, ridiculous goal, I still come out ahead. I still do. Like, here's the target. If I miss the target by, like, I don't know, $600 or a few months, I still come out ahead. Like I do. Like, I'm reading this whole self-employment pathway. When an applicant expresses interest in starting a business, ODSP staff will help the applicant determine if they are ready for self-employment by looking at whether the client has the following factors. Has a business idea that appears reasonable and is aligned with the labor market. So the funny thing about this line right here, my caseworker didn't believe my self-employment was viable. I had to prove it to them. So we already know I'm a CAM model. I had to prove to them how being a CAM model is a viable business opportunity. So I sent them XBiz Miami. I sent them articles on XBiz Miami because XBiz Miami is a big industry resource for our industry. Then Streamate. Streamate's been around since 2000 or 2003. Friend Finder. Friend Finder's been around since the late 90s. Even my one of my online profiles fully says video secrets is flirt for free. Then on the recent webinar for Flirt for Free, Carlos, who does the model training, said that Flavor Free is part of a parent company of like Playboy or Vivid Entertainment. These are big ass companies. And my little disability caseworker who has a temporary contract in a like social assistance, who only works in her little cubicle, has no idea what other industries are doing. So I had to give them the information of what they do not know because they have a fancy opinion about it, to show them I know what I'm talking about. I make my money here. I'm eligible on your program and I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's just super ridiculous. Has basic skills required to maintain, submit business income and records. I do that. You, my budget is this. Has basic skills required to prepare, maintain, submit business income and expenses. We do this as cam models. We log on to a campsite. We are waiting for the campsite to pay us. Check in the mail, online e-payment, whatever, wire transfer, the direct deposit, whatever. When that comes in, you know what should be there. You do. The minute the pay period is over, you know exactly what your paycheck should be on the following payday in the schedule. That is basic skills required to prepare, maintain, and submit business income and expense records. If you're not paying attention to your income you're making on a campsite, you're not doing that basic skill. And then you have to bring that income and record and then track all your receipts to an accountant, and they collect all that data and they send it to the government. You're already doing the first step. You're telling the accountant, I made this much money and I spent this much money for the year. Yeah, is aware of and committed to the activities required to successfully start and run a business. Yeah, every time you log on and click broadcast on a webcam site, you are aware and committed to the activities required to running a successful business. Every time I read it back, I laugh because these people really think I don't know how to do that. Every month I prove to them I can. And every month they're like, oh, she knows what she's doing. Yes. Yeah. So for every cam model that I know messages me that has like some qualm or issue or limiting belief or a low confidence level, you need to find the confidence level fast. Find it fast. We are in a big corporate, like these companies are not small companies. They're huge companies. And if you're able to go to XBiz Miami, go to XBiz Miami so you know how big these companies are. And there's Bucharest Summit, and there's Affiliate Summit, and AVN. We're in people want to hate us, great, that's fine. We're a $1 billion industry. At this point, the way people hate cam models is the same way people hate Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. So we're still making our money. We are making our money. We are making the world go round. If you look at the big picture, they're hating on this much and we're this big. That's what's happening. All right, I went on a rant. If you watched all this, fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, month of May, I'm excited. I have school, I have summer school, and I gotta make money. And then I'm thinking of maybe learning to make salmon with a garlic butter sauce. Because one of them requires white wine and heavy cream, and another one is just butter, garlic, and parsley for garnish. So yeah, that's that. It's fascinating. And yeah, I'm 19 years doing this, and my biggest grievances is how the government treats me with my disability. But I'm armed with so much information and so many resources that when the government wants me to jump through hoops, it's okay, fine. I literally have to print off a few pages of documents, get the appropriate people to sign off on those documents, and I sent it to the disability caseworker, and I get what I need from them. They are not running me over. They're not. And then when they act a fool at the government office that deals with social assistance and providing all those wonderful benefits, like they think they're giving me $1 million. No, they're giving me 1454. Actually, not even 1454. They're giving me 1389 because they said I made too much money in 2020 because of the pandemic because I qualified for other government money. Yeah, like I really don't even know. Like it's just I've been through so much, I've overcome so much, and the big thing is I just need to make my money and live my best life. Why are we worried about people who don't live the life we're living, who have who have power over that? No. No. Like no. If they don't live in your if you're not supporting that, it's just so much. Just go make your money and file your taxes. And make sure you save for retirement. Like at this point, I think everybody who's a cam model who's in Canada, the US, should be making enough money where they come out being having six-figure income and six-figure assets at a minimum. And then you've been following me on the Dave Ramsey baby steps. The Dave Ramsey baby steps shows you how to do that. You get out of consumer debt, you invest 15% of your income, you increase your income and still invest 15% of your income. Like I've already talked about that too. I've already talked about that. And I've already talked about if you're on social assistance, you have to have an extra source of income to support you and your social assistance disability. Like there's no you have to live life with another source of income. You have to live life with a multiple stream of income. And it's not like go out there and get 5 multiple streams of income. You can really live well with 2 sources of income. One that gives you your health benefits, because you need health insurance, like Canada, US, and UK, Australia, you need your health insurance. And then you need another source of income that invests in your portfolio. So US has the 401k, the Roth. Canada has a registered retirement account and the tax-free savings account. You need another source of income that just funds those accounts. And let the stock market do what it does to grow that. Like how, I know, Elon Musk, he bought Twitter, but he has Tesla and he has all this other stuff because he's growing his income. We're getting mad at him for buying Twitter. The man has so much money he can do whatever he wants. And it's not like, oh, we can't do that. We can, but we think that we can't because why? Most of the countries are free. Most of the countries invest in the stock market. Most of the companies work with other companies. Like you could be in Russia and working for a company in the US. You realize that, right? If you're a cam model in Russia, Colombia, UK, you're working for a US company who's a cam model company sending you your paycheck over the wire transfer internet to your account. We are now global. Our hands are in everything now. So make as much money as you can. I'm not going to limit my income. Screw that. If I make 6 figures, I make 6 figures. If I make $1 million, I make $1 million. If I consistently make $30,000 like clockwork, I make $30,000 like clockwork. Like I want to be so financially stable and well off and independent and self-reliant that government assistance is just a freaking past of my life. Like I want to go away like a fart in the night, like just gone. Like I want to look at my bank account and know, okay, I can take care of me because I financially know what I need to take care of me. You've been watching me do my budget on my channel for 3 or 4 years. It's very boring, but doing those things puts me in a financially solid position that I can walk into the college in September and pay for 1 year in cash. No student loan. Here's my cash. Where's my spot in my classroom? Yeah, I know. I'm super. You've seen me change. I have. I've changed a lot, and I'm not gonna let it stop me. All right, I will see you on the next one. I've been going on for an hour and 15 minutes. If anybody watches the replay, that would be impressive.